like the whoa, 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 whoas last way longer than I remember. Whoa. Anyway.
Can you tell it's morning?
Different energy.
There's a certain je ne sais quoi coming from the couch this morning.
Wow.
Welcome back to What the Podcast.
What the wow cast?
I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
Together we are.
Ryan and John.
On the couch as always, Cara Tafolla and Annie the Skovmand.
Hi.
Hey.
Happy Day!
And I,
Well, guys, we're back. Another exciting week of podcasting happening right here in these four walls in beautiful La Mesa, California.
Exciting
Okay.
stuff.
Wow.
you want to see it murder?
Reveal our spot? Okay.
Yeah.
Near the
chill out.
rallies. I'm not going to say how near.
Good call.
130 feet away.
John, are you with us?
I'm with you now.
It seemed like you were.
Sorry, I was
working
doing
on
some
something.
research. I'm sorry. I'm getting prepped for the episode. I'm here now.
Okay.
It's our predictions episode.
So this is usually the part where we talk. How are you?
Okay.
How are you? How are you doing?
Okay, I'm great.
How's dry January?
Dry January is going great. We're back. Galanuary is upon us.
It's not as catchy.
I know, and it never will be, like Galantober. But Gallon January is upon us.
Gallinary.
I see that there's only one hash mark on there. Did you forget?
Oh, okay.
No,
Yes,
he said
Tuesday.
he did not
So
find a
those
Sharpie.
hash marks are from Galantober.
31.
That is 31 hash marks.
Oh, okay. So where's your January one?
Couldn't find a Sharpie.
Who's keeping you accountable? Here. There you go. Right there. for
Okay,
you.
great, thanks.
All right, write down all the days.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay, should I do it in a different area?
Yeah, you
Yes.
should.
I'll do it under the.
How did you get?
So January
I'm not gonna
1st
ask
is one.
questions.
Don't
January
ask
2nd is two.
And I won't.
And today,
You haven't
I
finished
haven't
it.
done it yet.
That's
so-
your Sharpie now.
Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'd say keep it here just for accountability's sake.
You do have a lot of Sharpies in this cup right here.
We also
I
have
do.
Sharpies at home. So
Okay.
This
You
is a
know
great
Sharpies at
podcast,
home?
guys.
It doesn't matter.
Thanks
You
for
know what,
listening.
Annie? I need you to jump in and inject something into this podcast. What happened this week? Anything crazy over the weekend?
Let me tell you what I've been thinking about.
Okay.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard got out of prison.
yes.
Oh yeah.
In the internet, yeah, you're so brave, Gypsy.
You're brave.
The internet has been ablaze.
Yeah.
She started a TikTok.
She has a
She has
TikTok.
a movie coming out.
She has a book.
A book.
Wasn't there already a movie?
These
There
were
was a
multiple movies.
series.
But
Both
now
of them.
it's the prison confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh,
where
it's
she's
like
telling her side 100%, start to finish.
Which she's already had
Is that a
an
movie or is that a
interview.
documentary?
That sounds like a Netflix doc.
She already had an interview with not Diane Sawyer, but something like that when she was in prison.
Yeah.
That has already been out for a while.
Yeah, for a long time.
Talking about
She is
Daylight.
married.
No, not Daylight.
She is married.
Married.
Barbara Walters.
Bar-
Was it Barbara Walters?
Is she
I don't
still
know.
alive? She's
No, she's alive.
dead.
Barb's.
Barbara Walters is dead. I guarantee it.
No, she's not.
What?
Let me see.
I
What do you
love
mean you
Cara-
guarantee
Cara
it?
making that
She's for
difference.
sure alive.
Walters.
I
I feel like
She's definitely
alive.
I feel like I saw that she died.
She's dead.
Thank you.
When?
Thank you. Thank you.
That's when
Thank
the
you.
Barbara
Oh.
Walters
One for
died.
John.
Last two
Yeah,
years ago
last-
now, December 30th, 2022.
You know why? Because I looked it up on the
Wow.
day she died.
That's
I
right.
Googled it and I was like, oh, what's Barbara Walters? Like, is she still alive? And it was that
was
day. That day.
What's so funny is that couldn't possibly happen again, but I thought that was going to happen right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, she came back to life.
Okay,
That's happened
backing
twice.
up, backing up.
This-
So
Ooh, the Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose is releasing on Lifetime on January 5th.
on Lifetime.
It's coming up
I'm
soon.
in.
Wow.
I'm in.
Was she
in.
making
We
that
should
while
do a
she's in
watch party.
prison? She just got out. How'd she get that out?
She was really busy in prison. Apparently,
She-
she got married too.
She got married.
How
she
is
got
she
engaged
releasing
twice.
that?
It's a
On the 5th.
6-hour special.
Okay, I'll be there.
We're watching
I'll be
that.
there.
We're
I'll be there.
watching that.
Oh.
6 hours
I'm
of
in.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're watching that.
Yeah, I'll
got-
be there.
She got
Part
married
1
in prison.
premieres this Friday.
So she got engaged twice, broke it off with the first guy, then met
Yep.
the second guy. This guy is a school psychologist,
Oh,
and he wrote to
Fell in
her
love
as
with
a
her.
bit. He had a coworker that was talking about some other person that went to prison, some famous person, and he said, if you write a letter to him, I'll write a letter to Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Started writing to each other, fell in love. got
gonna be
married.
honest,
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a bit.
You know,
Sounds
it's
like
a little bit,
He was like, yeah, you should totally do it, and then I'll do this. And the coworker was like,
The
okay.
creepy thing that
Okay.
The coworker's
people
like,
have
you don't have to.
pointed out is that her husband eerily looks like her mom a little bit.
I gotta see
No
this.
way.
I gotta see this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
But here's
Makes me
okay
sick.
for a backstory of people. I mean, if you're a listener of this podcast, you should know who the hell she is.
Yeah,
but
it's true.
if you don't, she is like the most
Kinda looks
famous
like
case
her.
of Munchausen by proxy.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom convinced her that she was sick, had her doing all
Really
sorts
sad.
of like
So
cancer
many big
treatments, all
things.
these things, like on these pills, had a feeding tube, all these insane things.
No teeth. Took
No
all of her teeth
took her
out.
teeth out. Like,
Took her salivary glands out.
yeah, and then to find out that she was actually perfectly healthy and was abusing her.
Yeah.
And so Gypsy Rose, got her boyfriend at the time to come kill her mom.
Yep.
She's been in prison for 8.5 years, just got out.
So she didn't marry the boyfriend?
No,
That feels like the
he's
ultimate
still in
act of
prison.
love.
He's still in prison.
What
And
happens when he gets out?
No, I don't think he does get out. I think he got
No.
life in prison.
He got life, I
'Cause he-
think.
he-
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
here's the thing, right?
check.
It's like for her, it's like we can understand why you wanted your mom dead. She was abusing you for years. Your like whole sense of reality was crumbling. You were convinced that you were 3 years older or younger than you were, and all this stuff. You've been lied
Okay.
to. We can understand why you wanted her dead.
Yeah.
Him, you never met her really.
Uh-huh.
You just got online, and some girl was like, "Can you murder my mom?" And you said, "Yeah, sure." And then you
Oh,
murdered
they
her.
never met?
They
No,
met
they-
once at a movie theater.
I
Yeah.
thought they were boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah,
They-
but they were like online.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
don't undercut online relationships.
Well,
Yeah, he has life.
Yeah.
Life.
because like
Also, I heard he's a little psycho.
Kind of sad. It says
He has multiple
autism, too.
personalities.
He was diagnosed with autism when he was a kid.
no,
Sorry,
that
I take
doesn't
back
make
the
him a
psycho
murderer.
comment.
The murder he committed makes him a murderer.
You guys are batting
Has nothing to do with his
like
autism.
50 right now.
Anyway, I've been thinking about it, right? Because everyone's been like,
Disclaimer.
this
Not
whole
the
thing
correlation
of New Year's.
God damn.
On New Year's, there was this whole bit of like getting tipsy for Gypsy. like let's celebrate
Was
Gypsy's
there?
being free. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I
Really?
kept seeing it all on my For You page of like, this year I'm
Oh, we
getting
didn't do
tipsy
it.
for Gypsy.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back to the world, girl.
I love it.
And then I was thinking, I was like, she did have her mom murdered.
Yep, she did. She
Should
did.
Dude,
we
she
be
was
like-
crazy.
Should we be giving her like a celebrity status? Like she
she'll-
should be.
I-
She
Listen.
has in the day she got out of prison, she got 5 million followers
Yeah.
on Instagram, from 0 to 5 million.
Annie, I'm just going to say this, and this is a crazy statement. If I found out that this was happening to any of y'all, I'd kill your mom.
Wow.
And I mean that from the heart.
Oh.
it has nothing to do with your autism. That's just
Nothing
like,
to do
truly
with my undiagnosed.
autism. It
autism.
has just you're just that kind of person.
I'm
That's
just
so
that kind of person.
kind.
And that's not why he did it, okay?
and I know
She
I
was
said
in
that.
peril, wouldn't you?
She literally was slowly being murdered
That's
by her
that's
mom.
not even like they shouldn't even have like a thing. Oh, she has Munchausen. It's like no, it was torturing her daughter.
Yeah,
like
1000%.
physically and emotionally.
Yeah, I do wonder though how much because again we didn't know that until after.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much was, and I'm not saying this is like okay, but I wonder how much you could really believe before we found all that out. You know what I'm saying? Because her mom had this like pretty strong case. She had all these documents, and it wasn't until after they were like, oh no, this is all fake.
It was all doctored.
So it's like
yeah.
for some, and I get like she started to figure it out, and her head, Gypsy did,
Yeah.
and that's why it started to all unravel. But I wonder like how much of it, if you had heard that, was like maybe just like a child who, you know, it didn't immediately come across as her mom was abusing her, you know. So like I guess
Well, yeah, the
setting out to
doctors
murder her is
believed
kind of a lot.
the like referral letters.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and then
saying.
every
Doctors
time a
believed
doctor
it.
would start to question it, she would switch doctors.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying. It's not
Yeah.
right, but I'm saying for somebody who's looking in from the outside before we knew all
yeah.
this,
You think it's just a sick kid?
you might think like, oh, she just doesn't like her mom. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
but yeah, and to murder her at that for that, is that cool? Like,
Well,
no.
and
Did we
when
ever
she
figure
did
out
get
why?
got,
Why? What?
Why was mom doing it? She was just
she was just
Because she
Loco?
has that
She's
syndrome.
mentally ill too.
Yeah.
and she had
but-
projected it on her
well,
kid.
okay, so then I saw this whole
Sad.
interview with like, because the mother's name was Dee Dee. It was like her family,
Did they?
and when she got by her daughter,
Get out of my room, did they?
when she got, they were like talking about her family finding out, and it was like her relatives, and they're like, "Oh, who did she mess with now? What did Dee Dee do this time?"
Yeah, she has like a history of
no
being-
one
was
in
a-
her family believed her. Everyone thought she was a bad person. And then once they found out what she had been doing to her daughter, when her ashes got released, Nobody wanted them.
They
They
dumped
ended
them in
up
the
flushing
gutter.
them down the toilet.
Good riddance.
They
Freaking
flushed
Dee
her
Dee.
ashes
Really? You got one
Wow.
daughter, your life and pride and joy in this world, and you like torture her
Forever,
physically forever.
Yeah, you want to keep her with you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bye.
it's
Crazy.
ridiculous.
Sayonara.
But all that to say, like,
Tipsy for
she's
Gypsy.
out. She's got,
Well,
we
good.
got
I'm getting tipsy for Gypsy.
I saw
February
a TikTok
1st.
of a guy from, I can't remember if it was Sephora or Ulta, and he was like, going on my break after helping Gypsy Rose spend $500 on new makeup
Awesome.
Yeah,
in Tennessee.
She's
So that's where she is.
She's gonna have it good
Isn't
for
that
a while.
crazy? And the video she posted, I think it was her first TikTok video, because she was posting photos of like her welcome back party that her family gave her.
Amazing.
And she said, like, oh, I don't have control over these accounts, like my parole. I'm only allowed to do certain things with these accounts. But here, I'm only posting photos for now. And then she released a video of her talking, and she has like fake eyelashes on.
She's all
and, like,
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's been in prison forever. Now she gets to
Yeah.
learn to do all that stuff.
How long was she in prison for? Like 10 years?
8.5.
She was supposed to be for 10.
Got
or
off on
for
good behavior.
Good
9.5
behavior.
or something. And then she said the
You go,
earliest I
queen.
can get out is 8. And she did.
Tipsy for Gypsy.
But the like reality is her life in prison was better than her life she had prior.
Totally.
Oh, yeah.
Like she had more freedom in prison
Getting
to be
ripped.
herself and
No,
Doing pull-ups.
Not
She got
everyone gets ripped in prison.
No, she
Wouldn't
got
you?
like her GED. Prior to
did.
that, she had a second grade education.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like that alone is
Poor
They
thing.
lied
criminal.
about they lied about her age too, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Well, that's how
did
she
you guys
started
ever
figuring it
watch
out.
the series?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, because I
I
don't like
did.
Joey King.
I did, and so good.
Crazy. The series is crazy. The age thing, her mom started saying like, "Oh yeah, she's 13."
When how old was she?
When she was actually like 16. And then when she was hitting like 18, her mom was like, "Yeah, she's 16." Like
Brr.
3 years younger every time. So sad.
Yeah, she found a medical card that had her birthday as 1991, and her mom had been telling her birthday was 1995.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And she was
Awful.
like,
What's this?
Mom?
What's this?
That series was crazy.
Good series.
Well, and then they were in Louisiana, and so Katrina happened, Hurricane Katrina, and she used that as a perfect excuse for why all her medical records had disappeared.
Crazy.
She's like, oh, they were lost in Katrina. And then they got a free house.
I'm
I'll
starting to
say-
think Hurricane Katrina wasn't all that great.
Whoa. You're right. It wasn't.
Well, if you watch this podcast, you know that every beginning of the new year, we
Talk about death.
we talk about death quite a bit, and his
We have-
birthday is approaching.
We had
We
a
love
lot
that.
of predictions outside of the death pool.
Yes.
So we started this because randomly Betty White died
Yeah,
on
the
our
first
New
week.
Year's
On our New Year's episode.
Like
Yeah.
2 minutes before we started
We went
recording.
we were live streaming,
and
And-
Kara was like, Betty White just died. And then
and we all
hit
stopped for
record.
like 3 seconds.
We're like, okay, let's do this thing. So, was that the first start of the Deadpool that
Yeah.
year?
That's
I
when
think
we
it
were
was.
like, that's crazy. Who's going to
Who's
die
gonna die
next?
this year?
Next.
And then this last year, yeah, we did a whole
Yeah.
Deadpool.
I have to say, Ryan, yours was probably the closest in terms of like age, because you picked I thought for sure one of your people. You
Dick
picked
Van
two
Dyke.
somehow. Dick Van Dyke, I thought for sure.
I
he
think
was
I
down.
threw one in at the end.
Dick Van Dyke is old, but he is spry, man.
Dick Van Dyke was my choice.
And he also had King Charles.
I think King Charles was well, let's throw him in the mix too.
Yeah, and
So I
he
don't
had-
take full credit for that.
And he had Prince Andrew.
I still hope he
kicking.
dies.
Yeah.
Kara had
Jeez.
Morgan Freeman, which is such a wild.
Which is crazy that he
guess.
didn't die.
Which
Yes,
is-
good guess.
What's crazy is last year I was like, no, you're crazy. And then
He
this year,
declined this year.
he
He,
looks
went down.
pretty rough. I saw a couple of videos of him like getting in and
Yeah.
out of limos.
Yeah,
bad.
and then I had Joseph R. Biden. So
Is that a senior?
Biden.
Is that
Joseph
a
R. Biden?
that would be our current sitting
JRB.
president?
yes.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
I
The
think you
FBI would like
watched
to
him and
have a
said,
word with you.
He's near the end.
Yeah.
This year, I have some good ones.
Okay.
This year, we're picking two people.
So for the record, we also had predictions for global, local, and personal.
That's
Oh.
for
right.
all of us.
Should we do the Deadpool first and then circle back to this?
I'd like to propose that we nix those for this year,
Yeah.
and we just do Deadpool because I think Deadpool
Yeah.
What was
is
the
like
global
I
like
don't even
things that were
remember
gonna
doing
happen?
things
that.
are gonna happen globally, locally, and personally.
let's
even
let's hear them. Let's hear 'em.
Why?
Ryan
they?
said Elon Musk runs for president.
That could happen this
It
year.
still could happen.
Ryan also local. Ryan said Padres go to the World Series. I just want to say screw you
Rip.
for that.
Oh,
Way to
that
jinx
hurts.
them.
That one
That
hurts.
sucks.
Way to jinx them.
Personal 1,000 subs on YouTube.
Didn't happen.
But
Almost.
you got like 400.
I'm
something.
just
You're
at
doing great.
just about 500.
Yeah, it's
If
good.
if you combined all of our YouTube accounts, we're there.
Ouch.
We still would be.
We're still
barely
short,
there.
but that's fine.
Annie's global was resolve Ukraine and Russia.
Oh,
Ukraine
Oh.
comes out okay.
wow.
Thanks, Annie.
Local is California.
You guys got it.
Instead,
Keep
we got
fighting.
another war over there.
Local. Annie said California is going to be physically shook as an earthquake.
Did we have an earthquake?
No.
And
I
then
mean,
your-
I think we
We had a
did.
couple.
But not
Oh,
like,
my personal favorite.
Was this
Maybe
me?
we should. Maybe we should do this again. Annie said personal. She'd be in a relationship.
well, that's great because this is actually the year that it's going to happen.
Oh, God.
I said
The
global
psychic said
that there
so.
would be some shocking news about COVID that would come out, but nothing ever did.
Didn't happen.
Local, I said San Diego would cure a major disease. Never.
No.
You were really like disease oriented back then.
Really was. And then personal, I said I'd double my income on my side business, which didn't happen, but that's okay.
Was it consistent?
Yeah, it was probably the same actually. now that I
Okay,
think
give me
about it.
Cara because so far we've got zeros.
Cara
across the board.
said global landscape lost to the ocean is what you said.
That did kind of happen
I
last
said
year.
that.
Okay.
And then local, you said the Pope would come to San Diego.
He didn't.
Damn, he didn't.
Damn.
Personal,
God, I gotta be there.
How intense though? Like I'm like
yeah,
He could still
like,
come.
the Pope will be here.
He could still come.
For
Yeah.
personal, Cara said lands an acting role, which you did sing in
did.
the rain. So
Okay. Big win.
Kara's the winner of that.
we had a couple wild cards as a group,
Damn.
which is Sister Wives guy loses all of his wives, which he came very close.
very
Only got
close.
one.
He's got the
Damn
one.
it.
And then I think Annie did this. Kardashians re-get their implants.
Oh yeah.
Oh, because they all got him removed.
And then there was one that says I don't know what it means. It's or did ENT goes to jail. I don't know what that was about, but somebody goes to jail.
Or DNT.
Yeah, that's what it says. It said or did DID space ENT goes to jail.
OR?
I don't know.
Maybe it was supposed to be like Donald Trump.
Maybe.
Because he did. I mean, he went to jail, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
He's
I don't think he ever-
indicted.
He's not in
Yeah,
prison.
I don't think he was ever in jail.
Well, they processed him.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
there
because he got his mugshot.
got his mugshot.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna call it a win.
We're gonna call that
We're
a
gonna call
dub.
it a win. We don't know what
Okay.
that means.
Wow.
We're calling it a
So
win.
take 10 seconds to think about
Dang.
your personal and global and local predictions.
Jeez.
Cooking them up. Okay. And we'll do our Deadpools as well.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wait, are we doing personal locals? Are we
Yeah,
doing
it's
that?
fun. It's funny.
All right.
I had no idea. I had no
I forgot.
recollection.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about
Yeah,
that.
same.
Should have put that on my
I know.
personal. Everyone forgets. About
Everyone
these.
forgets about
Everyone
these.
forgets about these.
We forget again next year.
All right, 2024.
Annie is hot with her prediction, so let's hear it.
Okay, where are we starting with Deadpool?
Deadpool and then
Yeah, let's do
your
Deadpool
predictions.
first.
Personal predictions.
Okay, my Deadpool.
Okay.
My first one I'm calling Julie Andrews.
How
How dare you?
freaking dare you?
That's
I'm calling it.
crazy. Oh, that hurts my heart.
I saw a
Oh,
whole thing
God.
about like the Bridgerton cast, and she does voiceover work in it.
Mm-hmm,
And I was looking at her, and I was like, she's been in the business so long. I
I
just
love
have this gut
her.
feeling that this is the year we lose her.
Oh, stop.
Julia Andrews. you
Yep.
said?
That hurts.
Julie Andrews is 88 years old.
Yeah.
She's not dying. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, because everyone saw Matthew Perry coming, huh?
He was on
That's
drugs.
off.
Too far. What's your second? What's
And that
what's
brings
your
me to
wild
my
card?
second person.
Okay.
This is wild. They've had a little bit of a resurgence. And
No,
then
are you choosing my person?
Uh-oh.
Amanda Bynes?
How dare you? That was my
Should have gone
Damn
first.
it.
Sarah. Should have gone first.
Kara, you're going to have to think of
Okay,
another one.
Damn it.
let's just do. I don't care about global and local. Let's just do personal goal. One personal goal,
We'll do a couple wild card.
and we'll do wild cards at the
At the
end.
end.
Which as a group. Personal goal
Sorry, Kara. I was so afraid someone else was going to pick it. I'm glad I got to go first.
wasn't even on my radar.
Amanda Bynes.
Didn't even think about it.
You and I
Yeah.
are the same.
Go ahead.
Personal goal. I think I don't know.
I have a really random one, but
For yourself?
yes, but go ahead.
I didn't.
Be in a relationship.
I feel like it's jinxing it to do it 3 years in a row. And then next year we're going to come to it and I'm still not going to be in a relationship.
Listen, I trust the medium, okay?
Yeah, I did have a psychic tell my mom that she doesn't have to worry about me.
Now, a
that I'm
psychic
gonna
didn't
find
tell
my
you that,
happiness.
but
Here's
told
what
my
I think.
mom that.
Here's what you could do something more attainable. Not be in a relationship.
That is unrealistic
sorry.
for you.
I'm
Andy.
sorry.
We
I'm sorry.
cannot imagine
True.
that for you.
I'm sorry.
Ellie.
What I meant to say was less pressure.
Yeah.
I think you should say go on 12 dates. Go on 1 date a month.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
be real.
oh,
That's a lot. Jeez.
That
I
doesn't
already
sound like a
have
prediction.
on
That
January
sounds like
24th. I'm going on 6 to 8 dates.
Okay.
Are you speed dating?
my friend group signed up for speed dating.
Wow.
No freaking way.
You're
Can
better
we
friend
go?
group.
That was
No.
But can we just stand in the back?
that
Oh, yeah, can
was
we watch?
Our bet. We had a bet that I had to go on 3 dates last year.
Okay.
I went on a whopping 0.
You went on 0
That's
dates?
not
Yeah, I was
surprising.
kind of busy
One
and
bet.
didn't think about it and didn't try. So
You were busy the whole month, the whole
the whole
year?
year. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
she
freaking
was.
Remember
okay.
that whole like month I was running her
If you want
up
to
and
ever
then all
be
at work
super
and-
frustrated, Ryan, just go into her dating app because there are plenty of guys that
Hot
want to
guys.
take her on a date, and she's like, she
She's
like,
like,
doesn't
I
respond.
have a small business. They're like, okay, don't you make your own schedule? She's like, busy.
She just doesn't respond altogether.
Poor thing. Valentine's Day is coming up. Maybe we do another like Annie Hinge situation.
Remember that pitch we had where we'd bring people in, like bring
Yes.
actual people in and do like the speed dating thing.
It's problematic still, but we'll
Yeah,
we'll
sure,
work
whatever.
on it. Okay. Remind me one more time. You
Personal.
said Amanda Bynes
Amanda Bynes, Julie Andrews.
and Julie Andrews.
And then what's your
That's
personal?
gnarly.
I guess go on
She
dates.
said go on dates. She goes on 12 dates a year. One
Yeah,
date a month.
give me an over under on that.
That is so bold.
That means all you have to do
That's a
after
lot.
speed dating is 4 more dates.
Oh, shoot me. Whatever. Fine.
One
All
a
right,
quarter.
12 dates.
1 a quarter, Annie. Come on.
How hard could it be? All right, next we're gonna go Ryan.
Okay.
Hopping around. Kara's
I-
gotta think of someone else because I stole her person.
Now, last year I went. Did I go political? No, you went political.
I did.
I went royal, but I'm straying away from royal this year.
Okay.
And here are my 2.
Go ahead.
I am going political this year. Our oldest still living former president,
Carter.
Jimmy
I knew
Carter.
yeah, well,
He's
on
gonna
the
turn
outs.
100 this year,
No,
I
he
got
won't.
it.
His
No, he
wife just
won't.
died.
but maybe he won't.
no, he won't.
No, he won't.
No, he won't.
Well,
His birthday's in October. Isn't
His
it?
birthday is
will not
October
see
1st.
100.
October. Yeah, I knew it.
He was born in 1924.
That is so
Can you
crazy.
believe that? 100
That's
years
crazy.
ago.
Oof.
So that's my.
Okay.
I feel like that one's
He
kind
looks
of
like he looks
in the
like
pocket,
death
right?
already.
Yeah, he does.
So
Here he is, by the way. Here he is.
Looks like oh.
His wife died this year. It was so
Yes,
sad.
and that's why
doesn't have
even
to live
even
more.
better
Yeah.
for him.
normally
dying.
it's
He's
within
like-
a year.
he loved his wife.
And his peanut farm went sour, so.
What?
it did.
He was a peanut farmer.
Oh,
that
he was
was
a
his
peanut
original.
farmer. That's this whole thing. My
he was
peanuts
a
went
peanut
sour.
farmer.
Anyways,
Anyways, go ahead.
this next one is gonna maybe shock you, maybe not shock you.
Go
He's
ahead.
97 years old, director, writer, producer.
No. Are you freaking choosing
Go ahead. Go
my
ahead.
other one?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks.
I freaking hate all of you.
I'm brave.
Sorry, Kara.
Yeah.
My choices.
He was on my list.
I was gonna double down and say Dick Van Dyke again because he's
good choice.
98.
No, I still don't think he'll die. I don't think.
You
think
really
he will.
think Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews are going to die in the same year?
No,
Yeah.
they
so.
couldn't possibly.
And that's
world
what
can't
would be
handle
so
it.
good about it. It'd
That
be
would
Oh my
so
God!
That would
No,
suck.
Eddie. Just to
They'd
be
have a
clear,
Mary
we don't
Poppins
like
funeral.
that these people are dying.
and he's like, that's what be so.
That's what would be
awesome.
so cool.
Dude.
Is
A
they'll
Mary
die.
Poppins funeral.
God, I'll cry.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll go next.
Dancing
give Kara
Oh,
some
wait,
time to
personal,
think.
personal.
Personal.
I'll go next, so you have time.
Come on. Come on.
I stick to my gym thing. That's my prediction for
And don't
myself.
forget
What's
about
your,
it
wait,
next
wait.
year.
We need some specifics.
I don't fall off the gym wagon in like 2 months.
Okay.
I continue going to I continue going to the gym for 6 months. That sounds reasonable.
Now, a question for you.
Okay. go
Does
ahead.
this mean 6 months out of the whole year? Like, if you do drop, do you have a chance to like
I'm
hit 6 months?
I was gifted a gym membership for 6 months. So I'm going to say I at least go consistently through those 6 months and then reassess in the
Afterwards.
summer. Yes.
Okay.
Go me. I'm brave. John?
Okay. I've been doing some thinking on all this.
Good for you.
Because I wanted to get it right this year. I felt like Dick Van Dyke President Biden was a bad choice. I should have known that they wouldn't it wouldn't be so easy for him to die.
No.
He's got like the best medical, right?
I'm gonna throw another wild card in the middle for everybody.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do a second term.
Oh, okay.
I think
That's not a wild card.
he may not survive his second term. It might not be this year, but I don't know. I'm just gonna throw that in the middle.
Okay, my first one,
He's an
which I
oldie.
think it's a pretty solid choice. I don't love it.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
Wow. How old is he?
he's up there.
Let me check.
He's 93.
Okay. So
So not great, but
younger-
also I don't know. I just can't
but Julie
imagine.
Andrews is 88. So I mean, still better
that's
odds.
a freaking wild guess. And then also, again, I'm not happy about this, but I have a feeling in my heart that my wild card's going to be Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, that's good.
Is crazy.
That's good.
It's a wild card. I told you
Hell
it's a
are you
wild card.
talking? Dude, she's drinking like unicorn blood. What are you talking about? She's gonna
and
live
that's
forever.
what would be so crazy.
That's what makes it a
It'd
wild
be like,
card.
and it
Thank
would be
you.
like Oprah found dead in her sleep. It'd have
Oh my
like no
God.
explanation. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Found dead outside the Viper room on the curb. Oh my god!
I really feel like
Outside of Gail's house. Oof.
when you talk about wild cards, I just feel like that would be
that is,
crazy. you
by the
know?
way, 69 years old.
that
Yeah, not unreasonable.
I'm just saying. I'm kind of surprised you chose an old person for your wild card. I thought it was going to be a true wild card.
I know. I thought it was too, but
It's so lame.
I kind of this one is really wild. No, I'll let Cara do her thing first. I don't want to steal
All right,
one from her.
My personal. I've been thinking about it.
Still another one from
We get
Cara.
2 this year, and I go 3.
I
Annoying.
you get her last one.
Yeah. Cara,
My
Kara's like,
personal.
I
Sorry,
hate
my
all of
personal.
you.
Very quick. I've been thinking
yes,
about it for a
yes,
little
yes.
while, and we've all talked about wanting to be healthier in this year, and so my personal is to walk, mostly walk, but I also kind of want to start the idea of running a little bit, but walk/run 1,000 miles this year.
Oh wow.
whoa.
It would be hard. It would be really hard.
Let
Oh,
me
yeah.
just say, just at the outset, that's like 3 miles a day.
Yeah, I know.
How's that going so far?
I've hit 3 miles since the first.
Really?
Yes. I walked a mile and a half in the morning and then a mile and a half in the evening with my family. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm kind of on pace. I'm doing okay.
That's awesome.
But and I know like my goal is like to obviously work up to doing more miles so that like I'm not just doing 3 miles a day towards the end of the year. Like I'm closer than I was. But yeah,
1,000 miles.
yeah. I
Pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
No, you're gonna do it. We're gonna help you.
I kind of feel like
I'm with it.
You know, because I had a friend he's really fit and healthy now, but he said he just started by he's like I couldn't like get my brain to like the workout or even I couldn't get there. He's like, but I just started walking and like making healthier choices in my eating, and he's like, and I lost like 60 pounds.
You know what I'm excited
I
about?
love that.
Is the gym has classes.
Yeah, fun.
That is my kind of workout. Is
Yeah,
a class.
that's fun.
Yoga class, 6 a.m. cycle class.
Cycling.
I love.
They
cycle
have bar.
classes. Bar's good.
No, it's dry January.
All right,
Kara.
Go ahead, Cara.
Okay,
so
I
good, by
don't
the way.
like my choices.
Celebrity
We're
death.
sorry.
Number 1,
All right.
Bob Newhart. He's an oldie.
He's the dad from
He's
Elf.
a comedian.
Oh yeah. Is he not dead yet?
No.
Are you sure?
No, he's
Are
not
you
the dad
sure?
from Elf.
Cause no, I think
Bob
he
Newhart?
died. I thought he died.
Not James Caan, but
Yeah.
the elf dad.
The Elf dad.
No, I thought he already died. I thought he died because he was like
Oh
a
my
character in Big
God.
Bang Theory.
He's alive.
He looks awful. Look
Let
at
me
his
see.
photo.
He's only 94.
He's gonna.
He looks like death too.
Oh, poor guy. He looks like
Okay, are you ready for my wild card? I don't think you are.
That is such a softball.
Okay.
Awesome. All right.
I'm ready for it.
Britney Spears.
Whoa.
I could see that.
Britney Spears found dead outside the Viper room.
That's a crazy one, but
I could see it. Her.
That's what a
son's
wild card's
just moved
supposed to be,
Hawaii.
by the way.
Yeah.
I know.
You and I made we did the assignment. You guys took the
no,
easy
Amanda
route.
Bynes was the assignment.
Amanda
Amanda
Bynes is good.
Bynes.
Okay.
Ryan
You know
sucks.
what? I'm going to drop Mel Brooks.
No,
Okay.
no.
I'm
That's
doing
not
it.
fair. That's Kara.
No, that
You,
was my
do you want Mel
first.
Brooks back?
No, we're not trading. Okay.
No.
I'll trade you. I'll trade you for what was your first
No,
one?
no.
Bob
Bob
Newhart.
You don't get to trade, Ryan.
Can I? I'll just do a wild card, okay?
Do wild card.
God
then.
damn it.
But we all have to vote to agree because it's a group.
Who was
wild
your
card.
first one?
I'm keeping Jimmy Carter because
Oh.
the wild card I'm about to say is gonna blow everybody's minds.
Okay, well,
and
we'll sub it. Agree to sub? Say aye.
I.
All right, man, let's do it.
Post Malone.
Oh, yikers.
No.
He's on the up and up though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's my wild
You know
card.
who I
Post
was
Malone,
gonna say?
Dead
Here.
at 29.
Who's also kind of crazy,
How
but
old is he?
pictures of her have been really rough coming out. Ariana Grande.
Oh, her pictures have been rough.
Rough.
Yeah.
What do you mean rough?
She has
looks
had
bad.
paparazzi photos of her in SpongeBob, and she literally looks like she's doing cocaine. Like
Yeah,
it's
she looks
so
ill.
bad.
Personal, Cara, what's your personal goal for the year?
My personal goal is to read 30 books this year.
That's good. I like that.
Yes, Queen.
I've
That's
already
almost a
read
book a week.
one,
I already read one.
I did.
It's the third day.
I
That's
know.
like 2.5 a month.
and it was a freaking good book.
I love your mouth. It's awesome.
She already told me about this.
Yeah, 30 books a
No,
year.
I just love that. Like every time somebody brings up a goal, you're like, that's like 3 miles a day. Like breaking it down per day. It's awesome.
John, you know what I'd encourage you to do
What's
is get on the elliptical.
Oh.
Because that thing, I hate running on the treadmill. Hate
Yeah.
it. I got flat feet. But
I have flat feet too.
elliptical, you like can move your arms too.
Except
I've been doing like 2.5 miles a day.
I have a story about it, the elliptical. When we were in college, Ryan's apartment building had a little gym. I was on the elliptical
Baller.
going.
I mean, I do know about the story.
My foot slipped. And I went like that, and my toe got caught between the machine and what my foot was on. And it was freaking smashed.
Yeah.
And I literally sat there and I went, how do I get out of this? I went, oh, I got to keep going. And it freed my toe. And my toe was freaking, I didn't
Squished
lose
in
the
the
toenail,
elliptical.
but it was black for months. Isn't that crazy? So I don't think I can ever go on an elliptical again because of that. It hurts.
A shudder.
It hurts to think about it.
Just saying the word.
Have you ever
scares
fallen
me.
off a treadmill?
No.
Like my sister did.
I fell off a treadmill.
Yeah, that's rough. It was a treadmill, and it was you're not supposed to do this, but it was up against a wall. So she fell and then got like
Stuck.
smacked, and then got stuck. And it kept scraping up her knee and her hand. And yeah, it was awful. You're not. That's why you're not supposed to have.
Who puts a treadmill
treadmills
right there?
against a wall? You're supposed to be the other way, like so you can fall fully off of it if you fall.
Yeah, I used to do this thing on the treadmill when I was like really tired. Is I would just
sucks.
close my eyes and run. I was
Okay.
like just focus on running. Close
then
my
you're
eyes.
like-
and I literally was running, and all of a sudden I like hit the ground. And I was like, I must have like slowed my pace without realizing it, and literally like, and like just like, whoosh.
Nice.
I felt like that guy from that that like surfer news like report. He's like, and I was like, "Wah, wah."
Came up and we're back.
Like, didn't explain
that
it
guy.
at all besides sound effects.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, another special thing about today, the day we're recording,
Go ahead.
it's Elsie's 4th birthday.
I'll
My
kill myself
doggy.
before I
Oh, wait.
It's my doggy's
COVID
birthday
dog.
You know who else
today.
his birthday it is today?
It's my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
The psycho.
And my doggy.
First of all, when do we ever share random birthdays on this podcast?
Because Tina sent me this photo.
Oh, God.
My God.
That poor dog just wants the sweet release of death. Poor thing.
Oh, look how
I love that the first random birthday we talk about on this show. By the way, they
is
fully
so
saw that because I'm
cute.
talking, and they fully
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
so good.
It's not somebody we know and love. It's
Speaking of
Elsie's
birthdays-
birthday.
Elsie. This is Elsie, not
Poor dog.
Elfie.
Poor dog.
Elsie. Alpha.
They were
Alphaba is another dog.
The family that got a dog during COVID and like now it's emotionally damaged because they spent too much time with it, you know, because they were all quarantined. That's that dog.
We can't even go into the.
There's just no time.
The depth of
There's just no time.
the impact that dog has had on the Philly family.
She got a cake.
If
She had a cake.
moving on, if Mel Brooks dies, I'm gonna be so upset because I
Because
swapped
you gave it up.
Post Malone. But I feel
No,
like that was a good
I
pick.
feel like you
and
had
nobody
to.
really.
You had to.
Nobody really acknowledged
Because
it.
Mel Brooks is like it's another
90-year-old
Yeah,
man.
it's like that's not really a wild card. Now you could have picked Mel Brooks as like your mainstay, if you
No,
wanted.
I'm going Jimmy Carter all in.
I will-
2024 is his
I'll
year
I'll
to die.
If Jimmy Carter survives another year,
That'll be only technically.
And
He
then-
will be chemically alive.
And then Mel Brooks dies. You're like, I could have had it the other way.
Jamie Carter kills Mel Brooks
That would be crazy.
And then he goes to jail.
on national television.
Yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
stabbed in jail
Tipsy for Jim.
first day of next year. Whatever.
Gypsy. Okay, well, oh shoot, that's a
Yeah, go
wild guess that might happen in the world.
Yeah, we're on
Wild
wild
A
cards.
wild
Go
card.
ahead.
I think Gypsy Rose goes back to prison.
No way. Why would she
God.
go back to prison?
She has a
Tax fraud?
like a meltdown and kills her husband.
But she never killed anyone.
She was
But-
never doing the killing.
I wrote it down. I will say that Gypsy Rose, I think that's a good chance because I feel like maybe she'll, in her brain, she'll be like, prison was so easy. Like, I didn't have to work. I just kind of like, I
Oh,
had a
she's
better
still
life,
not gonna have to
you know?
work with all of her deals.
Totally.
No,
she's gonna
she's
make
gonna
a bunch.
have to work.
She's gonna make her
No.
bag, bro.
No.
Really? She's gonna go get
With
a
this
job at
Lifetime
McDonald's?
special. With
I'm
this
not
book.
talking
Or
about
Walmart.
working at McDonald's. I'm saying she's going to have to work on these deals. And
Oh,
she's
she's
go,
gonna,
"This
like-
is
Oh, she's
sucks."
gonna love
Oh, she's
it.
gonna slay. You
She's
mean.
gonna love it.
She's gonna work.
I'm just saying, I think it's crazy enough to happen.
That she
I
goes
think
back
it's
That
to
we
good.
jail.
get her little mugshot now of
Okay.
like
Sure.
Gypsy Rose, domestic violence.
I think we got an election coming up this year.
Go ahead. Biden wins. The next
Biden.
election.
I think Biden wins again.
Wow.
Okay.
I think Biden wins again, and I think
He'll die.
I don't know. Is that a crazy thing to
No.
say? That he dies during his second term?
I don't think he'll die while he's in office. I think
I thought
they'll
for
have to
sure-
he'll have to step down, and then maybe he'll die.
like from
outside of-
being incontinent all the time, like peeing himself. You think?
I think somebody like, but he won't die while he's like a sitting
Guys,
president.
we had a paralyzed president and no one knew.
Yeah.
yeah, but you
Like,
could
I
get away
think
with
that they
murder back then.
would just
yeah,
like
there was no cameras.
there was
What-
no
no, there was
internet.
cameras, there was broadcast.
Okay, well there was no.
There was
like,
broadcast
Well, not like TV, but radio
in the
and stuff.
1930s. I mean, yeah,
You're out
there
of your
was.
mind. You're out of
Yeah,
your mind. I
you're
knew
right.
Okay,
Right.
but at
Thank
least
you
he
for
was
catching on
like
that.
he was all there. Like being paralyzed doesn't mean like
Yeah, wait.
But I'm saying,
Hold
like,
on.
if he was like peeing himself, we would never know.
oh well yeah.
I think they would they'd have him in some
He's
presidential
paralyzed. He
pen.
can't
We
be
know
president.
everything about
Annie.
Not
That's what
I
Annie just said.
No, what I'm saying is that they keep a lot of stuff from us. The government,
They being the government.
they being
The
the
deep
government.
state.
yeah.
They being the shadow people.
Sorry, go ahead, Annie. That's a great. I want to say Gypsy Rose going back to prison. Great wild card.
I just feel like the technology is there now. Like we would know if Joe Biden was paralyzed, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
We'd
kinda
also
feel
know
like
if he
that
was
too.
a
So
robot.
like President Roosevelt like could get away with more because he was always sitting.
True.
Whatever.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wild card.
Wild
Any
card,
wild
Joe
card.
Biden, president,
Kara,
dies.
Kara, you got any wild cards over there?
Say something you don't want to happen.
I don't want to happen
because our record is 0. We predicted out of all the predictions we made, we got one
I think
right.
in the next year they're gonna freaking tear down the OB pier.
Yeah,
The whole thing's
sad.
gonna be
You
torn
guys See
down.
that? That's a local prediction right there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like not just closed and fixed up. I think they're actually going to piece by piece
I
tear
think
it down
they
this
are
year.
because now it's like kind of a hazard, like
'Cause
big chunks of wood floating around.
Literally the biggest hazard right now.
But
for
that
beach.
even tearing it down is a
So what's the
multi-million
deal
dollar
with that?
project.
Because you were kind of telling me a little bit on New Year's Eve, like the history behind it.
Well, it's just in the past like 10
it
years,
was built
every
in
year
66.
the surf comes up and wipes out all the railings, and they're
Yeah.
like, "We got to close the pier," and it's closed for 6 months, and they
And they
try
fix
to-
the railings.
and they they have to go all around past the freaking bucket and bother the Congress people, and they got to raise money for
Yeah.
OB, and then they do it. It's a $100 million project. They got
for
to
railing?
well,
No.
They always talk about we want to remodel the pier. That's a $100 project. They're like, no, here's like $1 million. Go fix the railings.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, and they do, and then the next
And
day
then
the surf
literally
breaks it
a
again.
month later it
and they're
gets
like, we
ruined.
need more money, and they're like, no, like
Sounds like you need like an OB local who's rich to
Yeah.
like come and just do it and be like, I'm going to save the landmarks.
Yeah,
So the
sure.
the meetings, every time these meetings happen, it's
You
either
guys watch them?
yeah.
It's either
don't-
do we tear down the pier and make a smaller pier for less money,
Yeah.
or do we just keep fixing this historical longest concrete pier in California?
They literally think it's going to be like $500 million
Yeah.
to build a new
Well,
pier.
concrete it's like erodes with seawater anyway. So
If
the
you-
fact that you keep on doing it, it's
Yeah. No, totally agree.
Well, what's crazy is that all of the legs of the pier have never had any problem, and then literally this king tide washed away
took out
one
a
of
whole
the
pylon.
legs. Yeah,
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
one
it's
that's
done.
close to the cafe too. So
It's done.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
no, that's
If you
a big
value
hazard.
your life, don't ever go to one of these local
Piers?
meetings. No, local meetings.
Okay.
I'm saying
Okay,
do
go ahead.
not, because it's always like, it's like Parks and Rec. You've seen Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
It's literally like those meetings
Oh,
when they
yeah.
have big open forums, and it's like, well, why don't we just burn it down?
Part of me wants to go because I've read so many
It's
books,
terrible.
I've watched so many movies, watched so many TV shows with those kind of meetings.
It's
of
like,
like small town.
reality is crazier than fiction.
I want to go.
No. Anyways,
What?
sorry.
Wow.
I want to go.
Jeez.
Oh, got it.
Oh,
I was like,
I
is it over?
saw a clip, and I think it was from like 2021,
God.
but it was the mom from Good Luck Charlie
Yes.
going
Charlie.
to one of those meetings.
Yes.
She's a little crazy.
And she was like,
She moved to
She's a
Texas.
little bit crazy.
I gave up my career in Hollywood to come here. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
She's
like,
psycho.
fully
Psychotic.
went like,
She's like an
You're-
anti-masker,
yeah, you're
anti-vaxxer.
brainwashing my kids, and you're, you know,
Yep.
but
Good luck, Charlie.
Yeah, for real.
That's so good.
There's a reason why that
Good
whole
luck, Charlie.
cast always have reunions and she's not there.
she's
Oh,
never there.
yes.
They're like, no thanks.
That's so crazy.
When we have reunions, who are we not inviting?
Me.
I was pointing to Brian.
Why'd you point at me?
No, I
You
mean,
kind of pointed off that way. Okay. What the hell? Guys, it's going to be a crazy year, 2024. Hopefully,
oh, what was this? Remember we used to make like 2022 is the year of the hype house.
Oh.
What was that?
What
I
was
think 2024 was Where Are They Now? Wasn't it?
No,
No, I thought 2024 was Albright Con.
No, 2023 was Albright Con.
Okay.
2024 is
This
Where Are
is
They
Where
Now?
Are They Now?
This is where we fall into obscurity.
Yeah.
So,
Kind
Yeah.
of fun.
oh, we have to have our whiteboard meeting.
We have
Oh.
to
Oh,
have our
wow.
whiteboard meeting.
We're giving up too much lore.
we are
Everyone,
giving up too much lore.
we want to thank Texas Roadhouse. Happy New Year. From Texas Roadhouse. Head on down there where there's legendary food and legendary service. We also want to thank our Cara. You fully moved the camera. We want to
John,
also
stop
thank.
talking.
God. Someday we're gonna get it together.
I was crooked the whole time. It's all good.
You can see the flamingo this way though.
Oh, it's not really
All right.
not really a feature. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. Hey, we're gonna log off this episode and head right to the post show. So
Awesome. Can't
if you want to
wait.
watch that post show, all you got to do is go to the link below. Our Patreon goes right to our Patreon website for $4 a month. You can watch those post shows. You can watch the unedited content. You can watch BTS. You can watch it all. So head on over there.
Is that why you chose Post Malone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go. See you next time.
Wrong show, Andy.
Bye, guys.
On the couch as always, Cara Tafolla, Andy the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on What the Podcast.
It's a podcast.
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Mel
Feel
Brooks,
good.
I hope you live forever.
I really feel like this year we're gonna have a lot of success. Last year we didn't think about it at all.
We had like a 1%.
I hope we stop
success.
recording and we find out Julie Andrews died right now.
That's the craziest thing you've ever said.